Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, to the Perfect One, to the Supremely Enlightened One. Grateful salutations to our teacher, Bhadabante, and all the Dhamma teachers. Salutations to our Abbot, Most Venerable Guru Bhante, and Venerable Mahasangha, and Samaneras, Upasakas, and Upasikas. Blessings and metta to all of you. And once again, a very hearty welcome to this Sunday Dhamma program. Yes, we just have spent some time peacefully in meditation. That is how we develop this calmness in the mind. When we let go some time, when we sacrifice something, then we get something. When we leave our home for some time and come to this monastery and sit together with us, then we feel that inner peace, the tranquility, although for some very momentary. In this chaotic and very challenging and disturbing world, every day in the morning, in our living existence, we come across so many, negativities. You get up in the morning and you hear fightings and quarrels. You see people are throwing tantrum towards you, and you see there is no harmony as such. Also, people are not so considerate. Or sometimes you don't have any mistakes, but people shout at you for no reason. And we see in the family, well, although we live in a family, in a in a set of situations where even we don't talk to each other, where we are not very considerate to each other, and we don't even have that unity, that harmony. So to say, we don't keep up to that harmony with us. And we also feel that we should be loved and we are endeared to each other. We wish that. But our wish simply remains as a form of wish, right? You all want to be loved by your children. Mother want to be loved by their children and sons and daughters. The grandparents should be loved by their own son. But the irony is that these days we don't have such thing. Also, we want our as a teachers, we want our disciples to be respect us. Many things. So how in these situations, how this Dhamma can bring of this harmony, this, endearment by living in a family, you know, where we have these supporting Dhammas which can help us to bring about it. And you have to pay attention. It may seems very simple, but the Dhamma has to be understood right there in your family, in your life itself. It's not far away from your family. It's not far away or very, lofty things, very hard to understand. You see. In this connection, when you have jealousy all the time, when you have um, negativities filled with anger of manifold kinds, then how do we face them? So here comes the important aspects of metta, the loving kindness. And this loving kindness actually generates from the mind, and it is just the opposite of anger. So when we say metta is not just a philosophy, it is a way of life. It has to be translated through our own actions, through our speech, and through our mind. Before we go to the mind, you also see in the family, we don't actually be considerate. Our action is so contrary. Our action is so selfish, and we don't feel another's feeling. We don't put ourselves in somebody's shoe and feel it. We don't even share anything with others. Our Although we live in the same family, but our metta is lacking all the time. We want to enjoy everything ourselves. We don't want to share with another. You know, mother have that love, but children may not feel that the metta. So metta as a kaya karma, as a physical actions, you should conduct yourself in such a way. You should be mindful about your own actions, what you are doing. Are your action is in line with the Dhamma? Are we following this metta as a virtues in our life? You should introspect. Our mother follows that, or the children follows that, or in your family members follows that or not. It can be just the gestures of your smile also be important. Your smile can bring about happiness in others, but we don't smile, do you? In your family, you see. And your actions, you can, even the children's goes to the school, uh, they they can share a little bit with others, whatever we have. It may seem very simple act, but actually the Dhamma is there, the harmonious feeling is there, the supportive condition is there. So the first quality, mm, we are already into that topic now. I just gave a background of this. And the first quality is this metta through your actions. Somebody is meditating and you are shouting. You know, somebody is offering dana but you are not rejoicing. That is not metta, you know. And you say metta but you are not restrained with your own actions and you do something harmful to others, which is not metta. Maybe you have this love, but sometimes this is with some expectation. That is not even metta. So, in a family conditions, in a setup, as you all living in that society, these days, these things is so much of lacking now. Therefore, we see chaotic, you know, very disturbing situations. So, our actions should be also grounded with humility and humbleness. And this is, Buddha says that garavo cha nivato cha santutti cha gatanyuta. This garavo, the quality of humbleness, humility, is also a blessing. But everybody of us thinking that we are something very great person, we are so important, right? Every time you think that view that I am a great person, and then you know what goes in your mind. So this humbleness is another quality which comes through these qualities of metta, and you have this forgiveness, you have this quality of humbleness in you. Then how this vachi, our verbal actions, we never really give attention to this. You see, our speech sometimes create divisions. Our speech, you know, is not true, not kind, not even timely, not even beneficial. And through your speech, you are not even a good spoken person. Always you speak harshly, unkindly, for no reason. The moment you get up and they speak, then you start with something, you know, which hurt others. For example, the mother, you see, or the children, when they are replying to those elders, they may speak very arrogantly, and that is not a good thing. Or even the mothers. I don't know these days the modern our mothers how they what do you call that, bring up the children, but mother has no doubt metta, but this metta again should be reflected with your speech. Mm. Otherwise, your children may not speak to you, they may not talk to each other. The parents may not talk to the son and daughter. The brothers may not talk to the sister. So then what is the meaning of this family then? You see the importance of this Vachikama. So these days even much more words because you don't want to speak in the front of a person, but you want to speak from away from that person. And how you take the medium of the social media, and then you go and then shout at that person and write a post with somebody's name. This happens also, and that is also not metta again. You are creating this mess with your speech, and you pull down that person and trying to to that point that this person feels so depressed. Sometimes the people may also take their life. They get into serious trouble and quarrel just for that simple stupid post. How unnecessary is that? You created a bigger problem because of your own stupidity, your own ignorance and delusion, just because of not knowing what you are talking. Many times it happens like that. We don't know what we're speaking. Some people they speak and speak and speak till you say, "Hey, stop now. Enough already." Endlessly, having no beginning and no end to his talks. So, Bachi, our speech should bring about this harmony, this support. It's not that it's to create a problem and chaos. So be careful when you are in the family, how this speech can be supportive conditions, can keep up to this harmony. At the same time, it also bring about destructions. Therefore, the Buddha says, Subacho, Subacho chas samudvanatimani. You speak gently, you speak correctly, not like you speak very softly, that the other person may not hear you. That is not Subacho. Subach is the well speech, the correct speech, upright speech, like the teachers teach you Dhamma. That is also Suvacho, the right speech. So many ways. And in all these, when I say about these physical actions, our actions may be contrary, as I said, very harmful to another person. For example, the parents may teach something, but they do something wrong. The teacher may teach something correctly, but they may not follow that. Or our upasakas, they are here very good. Go home, something different. For example, I'm not saying you are do like that. Example, right? So we should be the same person whether in the front or we are away. We should be just like the same. So all this comes from our mind, and that mind, which means delusion. with our anger, with our ill will, with our frustrations. All this mind creates a negative energy, bad atmosphere, and therefore you act. You act with anger. You throw your anger and tantrum on someone. So you have to be mindful about your manokama, what you're generating through the mind, what you're creating, because the mind leads the world. Chittena niyati loko, or even the mind precedes all mental states. Before you come here, you also thought about that I should go to Mahabodhi, I should go to the monastery today in the morning, I should attend this session. Therefore, you landed up here. If you don't even think or intend, is don't have that good intention, then you would not have come here. Similarly, anything you do, any actions we do, anything we speak, what is there is our intention, whether it is good or bad intention. So that intention create our mano kama. You see, maybe you can. I'm just taking this greed as an only an aspect. Maybe sorry, hatred. Maybe you have desire or delusions. Many ways this can manifest. So mano kama is very important. So when we are having this anger, then we should actually replace that with metta as a mano kama. You wish that person's well-being and happiness. You you wish that may he be happy. You shouldn't be, you know, looked down because there are a lot of people in this world, they're doing wrong thing. There are a lot of people in this world who are already deluded. We cannot blame them. You see, so to say, the world is actually standing on this mess of what is that? What is that? Anger, frustrations, greed, and all these things. These are the defilements. You see how the world is. It has no beginning and no end. Why? Because greed, hatred, and delusions has no beginning and end also. So the world is going on its own way with the cycles, you know. But in this situation, how we uh, create this good karma, good manokamma is matters. Why it matters? Because it brings about support and harmony to ourselves. We are not harming ourselves. At the same time, we are not harming others. We are not willing to harm others. So let's say, for instance, in the morning, every day you wake up and you have this mind of, you know, positiveness, your mind of love and compassion, then you wish all beings be happy, or including your own family, including yourself. Then you will see that the whole day you have a positive outlook. You don't harm yourself and you don't harm others. You are careful about your action. You are careful about your speech, and this mindfulness remains there. And you are considerate. You know, going in a, for example, going in a metro or in a. I had such experience. Sometimes when we travel, that people come there and they just, um, push each other. They trying to overpower. Mm. They are not feeling that he is also a human being, he is also a person, he wants some space as well. Or anywhere on the road or any places, it is not that person's actions, it shows that how desperate that man is, what kind of mind he is having, you see. So that is how this metta through our mind, body and speech can create a harmonious conditions in the family, in the society, in the country, everywhere, everywhere. But once we we lose that harmony, or there is disharmony, then we start to disintegrate, be it a family setup or anything for that matter. When you see, and then we also degenerate in our virtues. We don't keep up our precepts. We don't have these qualities of dana anymore. You don't feel to share with others. You don't feel to really have a, you know, have a moral precepts. Nobody will going to protect you. There used to be an example I will just give you, like the Bajian kingdom in Buddha's time. This Vaji kingdom was very, very prosperous and very strong and united and very harmonious. You might have heard about Vaisali. Vaisali, the kingdom, they belongs to this Vaji kingdom. But they, because they are very much united, they used to discuss each other, sit together, talk to each other, and they are very good in the precepts also. Hmm. Please put that phone into silent. And then this Ajatasattu, the king Ajatasattu, was trying to, defeat this kingdom. But he also saw that it is very hard to fight out these Vajjans because they had a very strong unity. And then he just created a conspiracy that I should know what is that which create this harmony. Then he says that, then you find out through his ministers that, well, they are very harmonious and they used to meet each other. They have this metta and they have very good morality and like on so on. So then he sent um, a minister called Vesakara. He says, you go and you trying to create this schism and create this disharmony among each other. You know, that is how this Vasakara went there and he just created some stories, you know, through his, like a spy. And that is how he disintegrated their harmony and they lose this metta among each other. There is no unity. That is, that's how it gives a way to Ajata Satu to attack these Vajjans and defeat them. They used to be very strong. But this quality of disharmony led them to destruction. This is just an example, but a good example, even in the family also, or in the country. As long as we are united, then we are strong and stable and firm. The moment we lose that, then we are succumb to our own destruction. And then the fourth factor here is the quality of sharing without any reservation, the quality of giving. Now, metta is supporting this factor of sharing. Now, you don't want to enjoy everything by yourself. You find more happiness when you are sharing with little bit, whatever we have. Even the children, you know, they, if they have something to share, they may share. If the adult, they have something to share, they may share. Even the householders, they have something to share, they share. But this sharing quality, it just comes from the attitude of metta. When you have this loving kindness through your body, to the kaya kamma, loving kindness through your vachi kamma, and you have the mind of universal love, then you feel, I should share something. You feel like to give, and then you take delight and pleasure therein. The receivers also feel happy because he gets something, and the giver is giving, he also feels happy because he's sharing that gift. We should not be all the time just taking and taking and taking. We should also sometimes be a giver. Like you're listening to the Dhamma, monks, the Bantes, your teachers, they keep on giving dana. And this Dhammandananda Buddha says that yo dhammang anusasati amatang dadohoti. That means one who gives, share this Dhamma. They're not just giving this Dhamma, they're giving this path to deathless. They're opening up this path for you, the path to deathlessness, amatang. Amatang here means nibbana. They're showing the path to deliverance. So likewise, you can't share the Dhamma. At least you can share whatever we have. Hmm? And then the more we share, the more we feel togetherness. You know, and this togetherness comes from metta, the qualities of unity and harmony. In any given situations, you can put into practice. That is how this the fourth quality of sharing, giving without reservation or any expectation. And it removes our stinginess. How many of us we suffer because of our own selfishness? All the time your selfishness, all the time I need this. The world is going through that. It's not like one day, the next day also same story. The day also same, night also same. You want that. But how do we curve this tide? How do we change this? If not, we are giving something, sharing something. And that is how we also creating this goodness, these good actions. We're creating this punya in our life. The fifth factor here comes is your own virtues. Now, following and upholding these virtues can bring about harmony. Many times we see our own mistakes, our own immoral actions, our own immoral speech, or unethical conduct, or mindless actions create troubles. We blame so many people. We say, oh, my miseries, he is the one who is responsible for this. Or somebody else is creating misery for me. My family is not happy or not peaceful because someone. But we never go back to our own roots. We never blame ourselves. We never take self responsibility. I should uphold my precepts. I am responsible for my actions. I am responsible for my family happiness. I am responsible for my own happiness. I am responsible for my harmony in the family. I am responsible for any orderliness that we see in the society. I am responsible for that. I am responsible also for all these disturbances, mess, disorganization, anything in the family is me, is my own karma, own actions creating this. It takes courage to go to that extent and take this self responsibility. So here we are not going to some external force or even going to the viharas and temples and praying. That will not take away your responsibility. You have to follow these, at least these five moral precepts. These are a wonderful thing to create your harmony, create understanding, create right views among each other. You see, as I said, we have many people who are doing constantly wrong thing in the society every day. There's so much of delusions. The delusion is governing the world, not mindfulness or wisdom, right? So your own virtues create conditions for harmonious living. You want harmonious living, right? You don't want to keep up with that harmony. You want your husband and wife should support each other, don't you? Or the children want their the mothers to be harmonious, to be understanding, or the brothers and sisters want to be understanding. But these things, we have to think deeply that what is that which create. Hmm? So your own virtues, your excellent refuge, your excellent qualities that you have to uphold. The moment you break your precepts, that you are not creating any harmony, you are creating conflict right there. Therefore, we say the Sodapanas, the Aryas, they never break the five precepts because they live in absolute harmony. The Sila is so pure and intact, so perfect. But our Sila is not so perfect, therefore, we have to perfect it. Therefore, we have to perfect in the families where you will live. You can say that, Rana, I go to the viharas. Well, viharas, yes, provided that, but you need to go back home. You don't want to leave your home. You have to stay there. But then you follow these. And then the final part of this harmony is this the Dhamma is your right views. As I said, your virtues create right understanding. Although not the understanding on the level of Lokuttara, but in a ordinary level, in a day-to-day life, you will have a common understanding, a common goal we hold on to, common goal. We work together with the same goal and same understanding. Of course, there may be some wrong understanding, no doubt, but at some point we'll have a common ground where we uphold and we that understanding brings unity, right? So the right understanding things correctly, not with ignorance, understanding the things in the light of truth and wisdom. Then this, uh, if somebody having wrong understanding, we don't want to blame them. We say, may the person that understood things correctly. We give again, we wish that this person change and understand correctly. So understanding with uh, right view, whether your own actions, kushala and akushalas, whether the roots, how the things are happening, the causes and conditions, or the understanding of the noble truths. This is also right understanding. You see. So this clear knowing and understanding many times solves the problems. We also face confusions because we don't have any clarity on that subject. And then due to non-clarity, we have again this chaos, disharmony, we have disturbances, we have divisions, somebody say, I believe in this, you believe in that. That is what they debate and fight each other. You know, our views can lead this. It's as simple as that. We hold on to that views. We don't want to change. Or we want to open to the truth, open to corrections. So all these so far I have explained uh, is together this Dhamma is promoting a harmonious existence. It promotes harmony in the family as a lay person. It also helpful to monasteries for us. We also abide with these dhammas so that it brings about perfect harmony. We don't have any conflict, unity all the time. So to achieve unity, everybody wants. We want to be united. We want a family to be together, right? All of you wish that. So But to materialize, to reach to what we wish, we have to follow these six qualities. The first thing, as I said, metta through your actions. Not sitting on the cushion and going out and fight. Going out of the gate, forget what is there, metta. Or, for example, sati. Maybe you learn sati and going to the road, no mindfulness, looking here and there, car comes and hit you. No mindfulness for that matter. Speech, you said, I am a metta person, but your speech is so, you know, what is, so harsh or unkind, unbearing. Other person don't want to listen to you. There is also a Jataka story where we, even the animals also like good speech. You know, how this Nandi Vishala, this a big bull, was a bodhisattva, and how he also liked to hear good words. If the master says, hey, my good bull, my good animal, you're my pet, you can do this now. Now you do this, you will do it. Then the same time, another occasion, if he shout at it and then abuse, then doesn't listen anything. So like that. Then metta through your mind, you see. Morning, you wake up and start the day with your sati and with your metta. That remains throughout the day, as I have given an example. Then we have these virtues as a supportive factors, and then we have this dana, this quality of sharing. Not necessarily here. You can practice at your home through your children. We see many our small kids, they come here and they're so happy when they give. For example, Adicho or anyone, they come and they give, and then uh, the things may be very small, but that kid is smiling, and one we receive also we smile, right? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed? These qualities we should nurture. And then the last part, as I said, our views. We cannot say that I am right, you are wrong, and constantly blaming others, holding on to our own views. Then this will block the road for our progress. And this will lead us to disharmony. So the views that are correct, that are united, that are harmonious, we can uphold to that. And this view goes with wisdom, not with wrong views, not with ignorance. So I hope with these six qualities you have understood. Now already time up. I will leave at this point. So far, you have listened about 40 minutes. Like that, time just passed very quickly. So remember these qualities of harmonious abidings, how we can bring harmony, you see, in your place. How do you do that? I have already said. Now it's up to you to practice and then experience. Practice it and feel it. And that is how you can live with the Dhamma. So, with this, may the blessings of the Triple Gem be with you. May you all have happiness, strength, and this harmony in the family. May you keep growing in the path of blessings and Dhamma. And I would like to share this punya, these merits with all of you and all living beings. May you all be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Banteji, for this discourse, and we hope that all the lay devotees will be able to remember all these 6 points and practice in your life for your happiness, well being, progress. So now Any announcement, Vajra?
Uh, so I have few announcements to make. The first announcement is on 17th of September, we have a very special program. We are constructing Upeka Stupa in Maha Bodhi Lumbini Buddha Vihar, which is at T. Narsipura, Nergatna Halli village. It is a 2 hour drive, more than 2 hour drive from Bangalore. So the stupa has almost come to 80%, and at that level, there uh, we are gonna enshrine the Buddha's rupas and other important objects that are worshipped, as well as the Holy Tipitaka book. So last Sunday, if you remember, I have made an announcement that if you want to give, you can give Buddha statues. Especially, there are old Buddha statues which are broken and with somehow don't know how to pay respect to it, or you get a new bigger statue at your home. So any Buddha statues, you can give it to us, and we will, with great respect, put into this stupa. So the program is on 17th September. I would also like to invite all of you to be part of this. And good news is we have a bus, a free bus going from here, and we will come back in the same bus. You need to make little effort to come by 7 o'clock, because the bus will start at 7 a.m. sharp, and we will reach there by 10 o'clock. 10 to 11:30 is the program, and then after lunch and little meditation, we will start back around 3 o'clock and back to Bangalore by evening 7. So this is the program for 17th, Mahabodhi Lumbini Buddha Vihar. So I invite all of you. The stupa is still under construction, and I have made an announcement about the cascade, gold coating that, or any sort of other contribution that you wish to make. You are most welcome. Yeah, and if you want to come on your own, it is very popular location. You can just type Mahabodhi Lumbini Buddha Vihara. If you need assistance, we are here to guide you. So that is the very important program. It is also Purnima, I believe. Yes, it is Purnima, and also the 168th birth anniversary of Anagarika Dhammapala, who is the founder of Maha Bodhi Society all over. So it's a very auspicious day. So I invite all of you, Ellaru Barbeku program ge. And the other announcement is we have our Badabante's 11th Smarananjali. So Badabante passed away in 2013. So it's already 11 years. So we have program for 3 days. That is on Saturday, Sunday and Monday, 21st, 22nd and 23rd. So please be part of those program. You will receive the detailed invitation on WhatsApp. And just to lengthen the same program, we are going to Ladakh. As announced on 26th of September, we are taking this beautiful statue of Badabante to install in Mahabodhi International Meditation Center, a very beautiful center. So we will install there. We invite, if anybody wish to come for a short trip to Ladakh with us, you can be part of this. We are going on 26th September early morning by flight, and then we are there till 3rd of October. We will do this program, a short meditation and also a short sightseeing. So you can be part of this. The approximate cost only for the flight is 30,000. The food and the stay and other basic needs would be taken care by Mahabodhi in Ladakh. And just to conclude, a reminder of Mahakathina Chivara Dana ceremony at the end of Vasa. So 1 month has left for this Varsha Vas. So that program is on 28th 20 of October. So I invite all of you. So with this announcement, I bow to Bantes and also deeply pay gratitude to all the donors for today's Sangadana. Thank you, Bante.
Amata is here. Ah, yeah. Today we please come. And Upasaka Anshules offering Sangadana today. Upasaka Anshul MS. So today you are offering Sangadana in the name of your departed father-in-law, Mr. Fried Herman Lange. So we did puja morning. So we will also give the blessings and okay. After this, we'll have the Kannada Dhamma talk at 12:30. So after the program, you all can have lunch and then attend the Kannada Dhamma Discourse at 12:30. So we will give blessings to Pasaka Amata for all the happiness, well-being, and peace and prosperity. And also may all these merits of Sangadana, this great merit of Sangadana, may wherever your father-in-law is born, may he receive all these merits and may also get a good rebirth and continue to progress on the path of Dhamma. Sabbetiyo vibhajjanto sabbarogo vinasato mate bhavatu antarayo sukhe deghayuko bhava abhivadana sile sane changvadapachayino Chataro dhamma vadhanti ayuvanno sukhang valang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha atho nibbana sampatti yemenade samichatu bhavatu Mangalang Rakhanto Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sada Soti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhanto Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Soti te mavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sote bhavantu te sadhu sadhu sadhu. We'll do the punyanumodana. Say, repeat after me and put the water. Kala katassa unfried Harman Lange iti upasakassa punyathaya imang danang sanghassa dema dutiyampi Kala katassa unfried Harman Lange iti upasakassa punyathaya imang danang sanghassa dema tatiyampi kalakatassa unfried हर्मण्लाङ्के इति उपासकस्य पुण्यथाय इमं दानं सङ्घस्य देम पूजेम एतावता च अम्मेहि सम्भतां पुण्यसम्पदां सब्बे देवा सब्बे भूता सब्बे सत्ता अनुमोदन्तु सब संपत्ति निब्बान संपत्ति सिद्धिया आकाशठा च पुम्मठा देवानागा महिद्धिका पुण्यन्तां अनुमोदित्वा चिरं रक्षन्तु शासनं चिरं रक्षन्तु देशनं चिरं रक्षन्तु मं परं इदं नो ज्ञातीनं होतु सुखिता हन्तु ज्ञातयो उन्नामे उदकां मठं यथा निन्नं पवत्तते एवमेवायतो दिन्नं पेतानं उपकप्पतो यथा वारेवः पुरा परिपूरन्ति सागरान् एवमेवायतो दिन्नं पेतानं उपकप्पतो साधु साधु साधु. And very, very hearty welcome to Upasaka Mata. He is a former student of Maha Bodhi. Many years back he studied here, and we wish you all the best for everything in your family.